Hello, I'm here again with some more Oracle cards reading. They're all here, just shuffling them. Just also wanted to talk a little bit about energy. There's a lot of energy coming through this last few days. I've noticed little surges of energies. They're very gentle, very, very gentle. They're not anywhere strong or disrupting or chaotic. They're very gentle, very soft, very loving. And I like that. I like how it feels. So I'm going to start with the cards that I picked up. I'm just about looking at them and we'll get started. So this message, whenever it comes to you, is a sign. If you're listening to it, if it resonates, you know, it's all about applying to what you're going through right now for yourself, nobody else, because these messages is for you. If there's anything that doesn't resonate, it could be that's either is yet to come through or it's not for you, but you might recognize on somebody else, and it could be a person of assistance to them, or it could be just an observation for you to help you understand something else about you, right? So it's not about picking what resonates or disregarding what doesn't. It's about being open and allowing. You don't have to memorize everything that you heard today on any of the videos that you watch, because it's about trusting that what you need, what you heard is gone to your subconscious. What you need, your soul is going to draw out of your subconscious at the right time and when you need it, and it will click, So you know it's a universe sign because it clicks for you. It catches your attention. It gives you an aha moment. It brings a level of awareness, or consciousness or perspective. So you know it is something that you need to pay attention, okay? And anything that you listen, see, anything that catches your attention, it's just a moment for you to have a breath into your heart chakra and receive the rest of the message. So there's a card here coming through. It says transformation. I think in the collective there's a lot of people going through this right now. However it's manifesting in your life, however it's manifesting for you, it is a transformation. And it's not about comparing your transformation with others or how it's presented and manifested in others to yours, because your transformation is unique, your transformation is yours, your transformation is for you to take on board, to give it movement. Yeah, this is one of Mary Magdalene's oracle cards. It says, listen to the elder wisdom. That wisdom is within you, nowhere else. It's within your heart. It's within that moment of clarification, validation, guidance, aha moment, awareness, perceptions, consciousness expansion. When your heart tingles in there, validates you, that goosebumps, those are your inner knowledge. Yeah, but this is asking to listen to the elder wisdom. The elder wisdom is you, is your soul, is your higher self, are your guides, your soul family, your soul tribe. Yeah. Labradorite, it's a crystal. Look at the colors of this. Look at the expansion of these colors. They look like they're shiny on the card. Yeah, and labradorite brings codes of the rainbow, the codes of colors, the codes of brightness, the shining. Your soul is all that, isn't it? Your soul is all that, and everything that you need is within you, is within your soul. And I do talk about sometimes that we need assistance. Yes, we do. But first, it's always interesting to, go first within yourself to see what answers can you get. And then if you're still stuck, yes, go find assistance. Go find assistance, but always go first, because if you want to create a healthy behavior and even a healthy boundary, it's important to go first within. That's a healthy behavior. And a healthy boundary is that whenever you go for assistance, whatever it's given to you, I just saw 555, could be just a piece of the puzzle of something that you already achieved on your own, right? Achieved by going within into your heart. So Labradorite reminds us that our soul has that knowledge, right? The colors, the shine, the brightness. Here I have this card, this beautiful card, honor your lineage. Our lineage is all about where we come from. If you want to relate to your roots here on earth, where you come from, the country you're born, the family you're born into, you can also go a little bit further and step into the origin of your soul, the places your soul have incarnated and the times that your soul have incarnated, all the different eras, planets. There's so much to take on board, and however you are becoming aware of this, at what dimensions you are becoming aware, is to honor your lineage, to honor that you have this knowledge within from all the places you've been to, all the times your soul have transformed into matter, into a vessel, right? I like this. Look at the brightness on this one as well. Pathway of light. It's following your pathway of light, isn't it? Your soul is your light, your lineage is your light, your elder wisdom is your light, your soul is your light. And this is the path that we need to stay on, is the path that we need to be consistent and feel it through energy, because there's a difference to look into it, how it manifests on earth, in your earthly life, in your day-to-day life, and also to be able to see that in energy, how that comes through in energy for you to then be the creator of your own reality on the earthly plane. Okay, so they all come together. And I like this card. It always gives us a little question. Where am I called? You won't be able to read it because I think it's back to front. Where am I called to use my voice right now? This kind of hit hard on me right now, because I'm talking since the beginning of the video and I'm a bit concerned about my voice. Am I being heard? Is the voice quality okay? And look at the card that came up. But your voice is also the voice of your soul. Your soul wants you to speak the truth at all times. Your soul wants you to speak what your soul essence is. When we speak out loud to ourselves, we will be speaking from a subconscious mind, conscious mind, and thought processes. And as we do, we hear our voice, which our voice holds so much wisdom, so much activations in our voice, that when we speak out loud, our subconscious is listening. And at the same time, our soul is listening, which then helps us filter out and understand a little bit deeper the areas that we are struggling, the areas that we're stuck. We recognize patterns, we recognize cycles, we recognize limiting beliefs as we speak out loud to ourselves. So it's that moment where a lot of people probably do that at the last resort, when you're exhausted, when you're tired, and you get down on your knees and you just ask the divine for help. But we don't need to get to that point to use our voice. We can ask all the time, and it's about asking in your voice that you can hear yourself. You know, wake up in the morning and say, guides, can I have, an easy going day, a happy day, a day that I see joy. Yeah. And you speak that out loud. It's heard. It's heard even by you. It stays in your subconscious and it plays out through the day. Okay. This one says, where you need to be, acknowledge how you're feeling. Have faith the universe will take care of a current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. I need to search. I think it's I don't want to say it because I could say it wrong. Meaba or something like that. I need to search what that is. But basically, I think the energy I'm getting from this card, if you are voicing yourself, right? You're speaking to your soul. Yeah. You're speaking to your guides. You are honoring your lineage and knowledge, your inner knowledge. You're staying on your path of light. And therefore, because you are in that path of light, all your concerns will be alchemized, will be looked after. You are guided. You are protected. You are as one with all these amazing spirit guides and your own guides and the earth and the elements and the sun and the divine. You are one with it all, the universe. And when you sit in there and you own it and you trust it, when you have that belief on the universe, in yourself, it's not just the universe, in the signs that you're getting, in your soul, in your higher self, everything's taken care of. Because just because we are in that state of self-belief doesn't mean that life is going to be smooth. Things are going to be thrown at you. But it's how you perceive, react, and go through it that helps us get through those moments. Because again, we are as one on earth as well. We are here with humanity, with our families, in relationships. So by having that trust and that ability to sit in that self-belief, this card reminds me of a little journey I had. I had a period where I was only believing in the universe, and then I had a period I was only believing in the universe signs coming through me, but I wasn't believing in myself in any of those periods. And then I fell into a period where I had to really, almost like a challenge I have to go through to understand how to believe in myself, right? And once I got through that challenge, I understood that everything gets taken care of. So a lot of worries, concerns, thought processes that makes me go into anxiety, they all seem to kind of just go away. And doesn't mean I don't ever get there. It just means that when I get there, I can quickly pick up and use my tools to work through the self-belief pathway rather than the mind pathway. Because if I stay in the mind pathway, I will be forever just going in circles. So it's almost like I can catch myself a little bit sooner. And I think that's what this card brings. We will always get the best outcome with that pathway, in that path of light. And, sorry, Venison Guardian, be open to healing information. We are entering the wood dragon. There's a lot of dragon energy floating. I do think some of these surges of energies I've been feeling are dragon, and I also have experienced their energy through meditation. And they're very medicinal in a way. They really work with the heart, very closely with the heart. Um, and, be open to the healing that comes from any guides that gives you this sense of um, a remedial energy where it's here to help you improve on something, maybe pain, maybe your frequency, your energy frequency, maybe your stress levels, anything that could assist you. And again, it's about asking for help, isn't it? Going there and ask for help. Tree of Life, fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. And I think that when we are sitting in our pathway of light, right, all these things are possible. The best outcomes are possible, and they will be through magic. It's magical, right? Working with the universe signs are magical. Working with your inner knowledge are magical. It's a fun journey to be in, and it doesn't affect just you, it affects everyone around you. Just like a tree, or you are that center here, and all the branches are all the people surrounding you. When you have that magical moment of change, of transformation, it affects those around you as well. It does affect those around you. You see the change in yourself, and you see the change in others, and that's because you will be falling into a different lens, different perspectives, and that helps see people through different eyes as well. I like this one, stretch. How far can we stretch ourselves in our own path of light? What do I mean by that? I'm finding these two cards very closely related. Okay. So let's put it this way. When we go through many healings, right, we heal grief, we heal anger, suppressed anger, and then we go back and heal a little bit more about anger in different layers, right, with different perspectives in different situations. And through that we learn a different way of seeing the world, of seeing ourselves, and then we go through self-forgiveness and gratitude and self-love. So a lot of the times healing can come in layers. Some healings can come as a complete package, but a lot of the times healing will come in layers. I think stretching yourself is being open to the next few layers, or even, finding that assistance that can take you a little bit further into that healing, especially if you have that self-confidence that you understand the healing process, the energetic healing process, that you understand that healing isn't a bad thing, right? That healing is a process that you need to go through for growth. If you can stretch yourself, can imagine the transformations that you're going to go through. I don't think they're linear in a way, but they are in a quantum transformation, because it will affect your mind, body and soul all at once. Because we could stand in healing and just through the mind, healing, mind healing, but how can we stretch that healing, that same healing that you're just going through right now, that reaches the mind, the physical and your soul all at once, right? And I think that's what this card stretch is coming through. Archangel Zariel, give and receive love, obey these spiritual laws. I love these. I love the wolves. The wolves are very good at working individually. The wolves are very good at working in groups, right? They can adapt to the extreme weathers of, you know, the places where they're from. All the different types of wolves will adapt to extreme heat, extreme cold. But they're very, you know, the same time that they're very protective, they're very loyal, right? People fear wolves, but they don't fear the fact that they know they are loyal animals. Okay, that's a nice giving and receiving if you think about it. You can be in a situation where it creates fear and be able to see the loving side of it. You'll be able to, you know, give and receive through that situation. And there's always a giving and receiving. We just sometimes don't see it. Even fear is a giving and receiving. We just don't see it. But when we can see it that way, we can heal quickly from that fear. Yeah? So everything's giving and receiving. Oh, I love this. Right, let's put this together. So Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is the medicine man, right? It is the healer of health. It's the healer for the mental health, the physical body, for your soul. This is the medicine guardian card that we saw before. And yes, always go in your heart first. Always try to find the answers for yourself, because through that you're practicing self-belief. You're practicing opening your heart. You're practicing self-healing, because we all have that power. We all have that innate ability. But we also are one with everyone. I just saw 2232. Sorry, 2233. And because we are one with everyone, we hold codes. Other people hold some same codes or different codes. And the community as one is about sharing. It's about sharing, because sharing, and I don't want to say sharing is caring, because I have a different understanding of that, and I'll explain in another video. But in the quantum field, sharing is caring, because we are, without realizing, we are sharing these codes of healing. I could be talking to someone at the bus stop just about the weather, and I am sharing healing codes with that person, and that person sharing healing codes with me. And that's the spiritual law of giving and receiving all at the same time. Yeah, to be that unique person standing at the bus stop, but also being that person in a group of people standing in the bus stop and all sharing codes of healing. So we need to be alert of this. This is a beautiful path to be in, because the pathways of light, right? We are as one, but we also are unique beings. We hold inner knowledge, yeah, from all the places we've been. And that what brings transformation. And not just for ourselves, but for others. And for others as well. And when we stretch ourselves, we go so far beyond, so far beyond, so far beyond that we can never imagine. I have two cards here, which I'm trying to feel the energy for it. The Dream Shield. These look like a dream catcher from indigenous culture, right? Which basically is protection for your dream. And if you think of Dream Shield, you could think that a shield is a protection for your dream, but somehow I'm not feeling this card in that way. I think I'm going to talk about a little bit more earthly. We are on this pathway of light for a life purpose. We have a life purpose, right? And besides having a life purpose through your energetic being, your soul, we also have a life purpose on earth. You have a dream. You have a dream on earth. Are we shielding our dreams because we're struggling to see like an eagle can see from up above, overview, bird's eye view? Are we shielding our dream to, are we still sitting blind spots, and that's why we feel somewhat stagnant to go through our dream? Yeah, because we have a beautiful path, and we have a beautiful lineage with so much knowledge. I like this. So the mantis and shrimp says here, combat vision, vibrational sensitivity. I once had an experience with the mantis, and I was connecting with the energy of the mantis, and I found it to be very, very knowledgeable, very ancient, way beyond ancient, like the origin of the galaxies. It was like that. This is how I can express. And it has brought me a different vision of how to see this life experience here on earth. It was very profound. It was with me for weeks. I think I put a YouTube video at that time on YouTube. And yes, it's honoring all that knowledge we have within. You can only just decide, you have free will to decide to set an intention and say, I would like to connect with the energies of the dolphins, of the whales, of the unicorn, of the dragons, of the mantis. And you might need a few times to do that, or you might be able to connect straight away. And allow yourself to sit with that, to sit with that which is yours, to sit with that which you once were, because you were there, right? You were there. This is your path right now, right here on the flash, but you were all of it before. So you have the inner knowledge, you have that all within you. And the last card is romance. It's having that, I love the flowers here, it's having that romance in your life, with your knowledge, with your self-belief, with your path, with your soul, with how you feel within yourself right now. You don't have to be feeling great to have romance to what you're feeling. Even through pain, that can be a little bit of admiration for that pain. What's that pain telling you? What is that emotion of anger actually telling you? What is that emotion of worry is telling you? Because there's a message there. And going within into your heart to find that message, or reaching out for help, it's showing that you are in love with yourself. You are creating that space of self-love, because self-love is about growth. Yeah. And however you do it, whether it's getting a massage, what it's meditating, it's eating healthy, it's it's self-love. And the moment you see your self-love is the moment you start to see different perspectives of how you're doing that thing and why you're doing that thing. So have romance in life. Yeah, have romance for yourself. There's one more card which I felt was very personal. It's the cougar. This is very personal, but what it's saying and the message that I got from this today, it happened now just about 2 hours ago. Let's see how I can put it. It's about your intuition. It's about, right, this is something I teach in one of my courses. Intuition speaks to you very gentle, very soft, very quick. If you want to interpret in words, they're like 1 or 2 words or 3 words. It's a thought that comes very light through your mind, and sometimes you might not even notice. Sometimes you just about remember later on. Okay. All animals could not survive if they didn't have this level of intuition. When you have a thought that you think it's supposed to create an action, if that thought is loud, it keeps rotating, spiraling in your mind, keeps going back and forth and kind of changing the way it comes through. It keeps elaborating, it keeps evolving in different aspects. Usually it's the ego speaking, okay? Is the mind speaking. The cougar has this strength of, with the heart and the mind connecting, the intuition connecting, very, very strong. And this was brought by my son today, only a couple of hours ago, so I'm interested that it came out. And I wasn't going to add into the spread, but I decided to add now. And it kind of brings just a validation now for me that, this is our path, this is our transformation, this is where we stand, yeah? The pathway of light. Everything that I talked here on this video is about staying connected, listening to your soul, meditating with your own heart, with your own answers, and seeking assistance, because we are all one. And then little transformations will start coming through. Little transformations will start coming through. Every little thing that happens in a day will be a transformation. What is your expectations of transformations to look like? Yeah. I stopped expecting transformation to look a certain way. And now I see transformation in every little segment of time in my life. Absolutely. The fact I'm sitting right here, right now, doing this video is a transformation for me. It's simple, but it's beautiful. I'm enjoying it. I'm allowing to feel all these energies, to transmute, to bring it out, to voice it, to speak. There's so much going on. There's so many transformations going on. So start seeing your life in that type of romance, right? How beautiful is your moment. Fall in love with your moment. Enjoy your moment. Okay? I love how these cards, I was able to put it together, I mean, through the energy, through how they connect to each other. And this is what I'm saying. This is one person at the bus stop. This is another person at the bus stop. This is another person at the bus stop. This is another person. And we all sharing, sharing, sharing. And then eventually we all get these codes. And then we go home and something click. And we have no idea that it came from that encounter at the bus stop with a few people that you had a conversation with about the weather, right? So every segment of time is a moment of transformation, is a moment for romance for your own life, here on earth, in the present moment, in the physical vessel, however it manifests. So I'm sending you love and light, and I'll see you soon.